Hi, I'm Leela Rashawn.
Hi, I'm Garcelle Beauvais.
What's up, y'all? I'm Vaughn Hebron.
And we actually have crew members as well, so let's start with D'Angela.
My name is D'Angela Proctor, and I am the executive producer of the film.
I am Talia Briand, the director.
I am Karen Wilson. I am the network programming executive.
Very nice. So let's start by just telling everybody a little bit about what the film is about. Vaughn, why don't you tell them, you and Garcelle, tag team about what the film is about?
The film is about love. It's about love. It's about love for the right reasons, I feel like. No matter these other factors and things that might get in the way of it, two people just falling in love regardless of what is right or wrong.
And to piggyback off of what Vaughn said, Garcelle, I reached out to her about, 6 months, a year ago, saying I really wanted her to do a love story. And we were really interested in talking about the differences in age and place in life and all of those obstacles that could ultimately be difficult in a relationship. And here we are, tempted by love.
For me, what I love about the movie is I feel like it's a coming of age for my character, Ava. And when you think of coming of age, it's usually you think of a 20-something, a 30-something. But I think for her, she's in a transition in her life and she meets Vaughn's character. And from there, she didn't expect to fall in love. She wasn't sure she wanted to fall in love, and look at him. So, therefore, a lot of things happen. You got to watch it.
Leela, what role do you play in the film?
I play Garcelle's best friend, and I think the element that I represent in the film is women's support and friendship and love for each other. Because as we go through life and there are many things that happen, you need your girl. You need your support team. You need that girl that holds you up when nobody else does. And I think we complement each other. It's just in our friendship and her support and advice in her relationship with her younger man.
And we had a ball. We would drive to set together. We'd sometimes come home together, and the car ride, we caught up, we gossiped, it was fun.
Yeah, we've known each other like years and years and years in the business, always as competitors in the audition rooms and test rooms together, but never have we ever worked together. So to get to play opposite each other as friends was really a joy. I really enjoyed myself.
And so how did that go? Because you mentioned that the two of you, we've known you a long time, we've loved you for years, and then you get to work with such young people. How did that work out?
The young people? Such young people?
It worked out really well, Lamonia.
Well, we have a very young director.
We have a very young director.
20-something female,
Yes.
strong, yes.
I think halfway through the movie, I found out she was 29. I was like, what? But let me tell you, and I'm going to let you talk for yourself, she is such a visionary. She is so inclusive. She comes prepared, which for me is huge. So it was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Aw, don't make me cry. No, it's just been a great experience and project, and like Garcelle said, prep is everything. The entire cast made it easy because this is a story that's just so relatable. So you just pinpoint things in your life that you can make parallel to the story we're trying to tell, and they did an amazing job at doing that. So I mean, teamwork makes the dream work, and that's how we were able to accomplish this.
Did you learn about love from Garcelle and Leela?
Absolutely. I learned about love through these phenomenal people in real life. I love more about love through the story that was written. And just bringing it to life. And like I said, in order, I believe, to tell a great story, you have to extract something that's very real to, in essence, play pretend. And so I found a lot of moments through this of learning lessons such as, for example, there are some moments with love that's not necessarily about a right or wrong answer, but it's about what's right for you.
Nice. Vaughn, what did you learn about love from Garcelle?
What
Did you learn?
about love from Garcelle? Love is, what I learned from her is that love is timeless and love is ageless. You know, it's really about the spirit of the person and the energy and y'all chemistry more than anything. Again, not worrying about all these other factors and what people say you should or shouldn't do. It's really just how you connect to the person. So that's what I learned from her.
And Karen, I know that it's presented by Terry McMillan, but this is not one of her books. Can you tell us a little bit about what that marketing strategy is?
Well, we had decided internally that we wanted to explore the Black romances, and we decided a great way as a marketing tool was to get Terry McMillan involved. And we were really blessed that she said yes. So it is Terry McMillan presents, Tempted by Love. Terry did give us notes on the script, very much had a point of view. What she said to me was, I want something that's unexpected. And I was like, well, I got that.
Very nice, very nice. And D'Angela, the producer extraordinaire, D'Angela Proctor, tell us what it was like working with this whole cast and crew for you.
It was a blessing, honestly. And it was a blessing because this is my first feature film under my company's production services banner. And what that means is I'm the company, and I'm responsible for making sure that everybody gets paid, making sure that the production value is on the screen. And it was just blessed from the moment that I got the call that I had been vetted by A&E to actually produce something for Lifetime. And they said, well, can you do this, you know, this May-December romance, and can you do it now? And I was like, okay. And I was going to, I was actually going to pass.
I wasn't going to
because I felt like my infrastructure wasn't ready. But if anybody knows me, I don't pass on much. So
belts and suspenders.
It was a joke that I was going to pass because I just dive right in. And so this was such a wonderful experience because I was able to make sure, well, first of all, my friend wrote the script, Tamara Gregory. We've been friends for over 20 years. And she's been, both of us have been network executives over the years, and she's finally written a script that got produced and made, and I'm the one that's producing it, so that was wonderful. And then Karen's a friend of Karen's a friend of Tamara's, and then I'm now a friend of Karen's, and so the three of us, the fact that we've gone back, 20 plus years, and then now we're able to tell this wonderful story, it was just a dream.
I'm glad you told us that process because production companies and production services companies are real companies. And when owned by Black women, sometimes they don't get the same investment and the same recognition. So congratulations to you on that.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you.
And it's not an easy process to go through. I mean, she had to speak to finance, to BA. She had to speak to finance and BA, and they want to know, do you know every aspect of production? And she hired the right people around her to represent her as well. So it was, we couldn't have been more excited and are very vested in keeping to work with D'Angela.
But then what is that like for you at the company when you're trying to make sure that they hire a production services company owned by a Black woman? Because that's not the typical thing in Hollywood, right? So what is that process for you? Because people need to know what executives go through as well to fight for folks in the business.
Well, fighting is just a part of the day to day. You're going to fight for something. So you might as well fight for what you really believe in. And it was really easy in one aspect. D'Angela had already made several movies at Lifetime, had done an extraordinary job. They knew that she was beyond measure ready for this. So she was not a hard sell, to be honest. She sold herself.
Thank you, Karen.
That's my friend.
So being backstage with you all, you seem so much like a family and so close together. Was that the same feeling on set?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. We had so much fun that sometimes we didn't even want to go home, except Leela always left so quick. We're like, she's gone?
I felt like a third wheel most of the time with these two. You got to see them in the movie. They're sexy. And here I am with my dog in the movie. Third wheel.
No, we had a lot of fun, and I think that was part of it. It felt like a family from right away. Like the crew, our DP, I mean, everybody. It just really gelled really well.
Well,
And I think the average age of the crew was 25.
Yeah, but Undaunted is a culture first and creative first company. So a lot of production service companies, they work on margins because that's how they make their money. But the reason why I created this pillar of business is to make sure that the money can go on the screen and to make sure that the environment is such that people want to show up every day and do a good job.
And are you guys excited about having audiences see it? Like, what do you want us to know? Just a little tidbit. What can we expect? I know you can't give us any teasers, but what can we expect? Like, what's the feeling we're going to have when we see this movie? What is it going to be?
I would say joy.
Yeah,
Joy. I think if you want to root for them, you want to root for the characters, which I think is important. And then, you know, let's get it going.
And you're going to want to eat.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to want to eat.
You're going to
too.
want to eat. You're going to want to be with family. You're going to, you know, you might get a little hot.
I think one of the things I really enjoyed about it was I thought they had some real conversations. You know, from a generational standpoint, from an age standpoint, there was some real dialogue and conversations that I could really see happening. I think it has an authenticity about it that is very attractive, and you might be having these conversations in real life one day if you're not already having them. So I think that's very attractive to sit down and be like, all right, what you think about what he said? What you think about what she said? And there.
Yeah, just to expand on that a little bit, I think that as women, we have a lot of grown and sexy conversations. And they're always private, and we don't really share, and women are afraid to say, girl, I'm hot. You know, there are things that women go through that we're afraid to say.
AC is a character in this script.
And I think that, you know, what I hope is that when women watch and hopefully enjoy the movie, that they see themselves and they see their experiences, you know, speaking back to them of whatever it is that they're going through, love-wise, you know.
Yeah, I think for my character, Ava, she wasn't, like I said, she wasn't looking for love. But what I love about our movie is that we didn't shy away from what women of a certain age go through in terms of, like, you know, menopause, or we had a conversation that's really funny in the movie too. And I think it's real, you know, but you can still want love, you can still have desires, and I think that's what we're saying, you know, in the movie. The message is, it doesn't matter. Love is love, and you can find it at any time, at any, you know, whenever you need it.
Well, and from a programming executive point of view, also what was important to me, that it felt authentically Black. That you're going to look at these people and say, that's my cousin, that's my aunt, that's my next door neighbor. Those are people I know. And I was really, I think that I can say that that has a lot to do, not only with the terrific writing, but a strong producer and an excellent director who knew that that was very important to me.
That's fantastic. So here's a treat for you. We're going to get to see the trailer of this movie right now. You all are they the first people to see it?
Yeah.
You're the first people to see it. Okay. All right. So we're going to run the trailer, and then we're going to take, if you don't mind, a couple of questions from the audience after that. Okay. Perfect. Let's run that trailer. Okay, well, I'm ready to see it. That was
Hey,
steamy.
Garcelle, what do we do?
Wow.
We made a what? We made a movie!
Okay, so questions from the audience. Okay.
I love it.
Stand and
Hey, my name is Ross. I'm an actor, and I just was curious, you know, what advice would you guys offer to a newer actor to improve on his skill set and put himself out there?
the question was, what advice would they offer to a newer actor to improve on his skill set and get himself going?
I have something from a director's perspective. I know when you're passionate about something, typically we're waiting on that next opportunity to showcase it, but I want to remind you to never underestimate how just regular life is contributing to your experiences to be a better actor. And if you sit in your waiting season for that next job or that next audition and you look at just what is being present in front of you and internalize that, that is helping you that next job, that next call, to apply it to a story that you're playing pretend, but you're using real elements from life that you just experienced.
That is perfect. I actually had an acting teacher say, don't wait for the phone to ring, go live life so you can play life. So piggybacking on what she said.
And my 2 cents would be, I think you should always be studying acting every day. I think it's something that you never stop doing. And I think what's sad to see is a lot of people jump up and get some pictures and they want to be an actor. Well, did you learn to act? Have you studied? Do you study all the time? And every morning you have to wake up working at trying to get work, whatever that is for you. Going to class, working out, doing this, doing that. But you should always be creating and thinking and doing something towards your dream.
That's great advice. Unfortunately, we only had time for that one question.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Can I answer it?
Yes.
Okay. As a producer, I'm not a big Talia knows this. I hate auditions and I hate casting sessions. Because you can give us something really good in that audition and then you come to set and you're like a deer in headlights. So what I like to do is to ask an actor, what is your practice? What is your daily practice? What do you do to put the work in? And I can cast you off that more so than I can your tape.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Now, I have a question for the audience. When Saturday, August 17th at 8 o'clock rolls around, what are you going to be doing? Exactly. Thank you all for joining us. Let's have a round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.